Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from California Aviation 1. I know it's been a very long time since I done a airport update, and yeah, this time it's on San Francisco. I finally got my new airplane models, the American Airlines 777-200 and the United 787. So I'm really excited to show them in this video, and yeah. Starting off this airport update at Terminal 1, we've got a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. He's about to head out to Denver, Colorado. Next up, we've got a Southwest 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Los Angeles, California. Next up, about to make its way out of San Francisco, pushing out of its gate, we have a Southwest 737-800. He's about to head out to Phoenix, Arizona. Here, just making its way in from St. Louis, Missouri, we have a Southwest 737-800 pulling into the gate. Yeah, beautiful plane. Right next to that 737, we have another Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Burbank, California. And right here for Southwest again, getting loaded on its crew, baggage, and catering, as well as passengers. We have a Southwest 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Las Vegas. And here again for Southwest, we've got a 737-800, just getting the pushback tug attached, and he's going to be heading out to San Diego, California. And then lastly for Southwest, right before we start American Airlines at Terminal 1, we have a Southwest Boeing 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Chicago Midway. And I believe we've covered all the routes Southwest has from this airport. And yeah, that's pretty good. And then next up, we'll move on to American Airlines. Giving us a good start on the American Airlines section of Terminal 1, we have a American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. He's about to head out to Miami, Florida. Right here next to an empty gate, we got an American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. He's about to head out to Charlotte, North Carolina. And right here we have two more empty gates. And then here, just about to head out to Chicago O'Hare, we have an American Airlines Boeing 777-200. And yeah. And here getting pushed back for a flight to Dallas Fort Worth, Texas, we have an American Airlines Boeing 777-200 again. And then this is the second to last American Airlines plane here at Terminal 1, and then we'll do the JetBlue section of Terminal 1. Right here, wrapping up the American Airlines section, we've got an American 777-200. He's just pulled into the gate from New York John F. Kennedy. So that'll wrap up American Airlines, and then we'll move on to JetBlue here at Terminal 1, and then after that, we'll move to Terminal 2. Here, starting us off with the JetBlues, we've got a JetBlue A320-100. In the Blueberries livery. He's just getting his last minute passengers and catering on board for the flight out to Boston Logan. And next up, doing a non-stop flight to Los Angeles, California, we've got a JetBlue Airlines Airbus A320-100. And here we've got a JetBlue A320-100 about to head out to New York JFK. And then here lastly, turning into the gate, we've got a JetBlue A320-100 just arriving from Los Angeles, California. And that does wrap up Terminal 1, and then we'll move on to Terminal 2, which has Delta and Alaska. So yeah, see some interesting flights there too. Starting off with Terminal 2, we have a Delta Airlines Boeing 767-300 ER. He's about to head out to Seattle, Washington today. Here, right next to that, just arriving in from Seattle, we have a Delta Boeing 767-300ER, which will then continue on to Atlanta, Georgia. Right next to that, here, we have a Delta Boeing 767-300ER, about to head out to Boston, Massachusetts. About a 5-hour flight there, or more than that. Right here, pushing back for a flight to Atlanta. The early flight to Atlanta, we have a Delta 767-300ER. And then here, making a flight out to Detroit, Michigan, we have a Delta Boeing 767-300ER. Right here, heading to New York, JFK, we've got a Delta Boeing 767-300ER. And here, just getting its jet bridge attached after arriving from Salt Lake City, Utah. We have a Delta Boeing 767-300ER, and it's then gonna continue back out to Salt Lake City after this. And right here, lastly for Delta, we've got a Boeing 767-300ER heading to Minneapolis. So next up, we have Air Canada and Alaska for Terminal 2, and then we'll continue on to Terminal 3. So yeah. Right here, getting heavily serviced, we have our first international flight of the day. It's an Air Canada Boeing 777-200LR, about to head out to Toronto Pearson, Canada. Alright, that'll conclude the this section of the Terminal 2. Moving on to the bigger section, which houses the Alaska hub at San Francisco. San Francisco is one of 6 hubs for Alaska. The 6 hubs are Anchorage, Alaska, Seattle, Washington, which is a main hub, Portland, Oregon, San Francisco, California, Los Angeles, California, and San Diego, California. So yeah, this is one of 6 hubs for Alaska. And we're going to look at the Alaska hub right now. Starting off with the Alaska Airlines hub at Terminal 2, we have a Alaska Boeing 737-800 about to head out to Anchorage, Alaska. Right next to that, getting ready for its pretty long flight out to Washington Reagan National Airport, we have in Alaska Boeing 737-800. Right here we have an Alaska 737-800 pulling into the gate from Spokane, Washington, and later on we'll be heading back out to Spokane. And 2 gates down, just getting unloaded, we have an Alaska 737-800 just arrived in from Seattle, Washington, or the main Alaska hub, and it'll be heading out to Seattle later on today. Right here we have an Alaska 737-800 pushing back for a flight to Seattle. Right here we have an Alaska Boeing 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Dallas Love Field today. Here, getting ready for its pushback, we have an Alaska 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Washington Dulles. We've already covered Reagan, and now we have a flight going to Dulles. Here we have an Alaska 737-800 just staying at this gate. It's chilling here. It won't be flying for the next day or so, and yeah. Here, heading out to Newark, New Jersey, we have an Alaska Boeing 737-800. Here we have heading to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, an Alaska Boeing 737-800. Here, heading to New York John F. Kennedy Airport, we have an Alaska Boeing 737-800. Right here, wrapping up Terminal 2, we have an Alaska Boeing 737-800 heading out to Orlando, Florida. And yeah, that'll wrap up Terminal 2. Next up is Terminal 3. And we'll see United Airlines mostly there. And then we'll move on to the international G gates. And then we'll move on to the A gates of the international terminal. So yeah. Starting off at Terminal 3, we have a United Boeing 757-200 about to head out to Portland, Oregon today. As you can see here, we have another United 757-200 about to head out to, let's say, San Diego, California. Now, as you can see, we have the temporary United 757 here because I need multiple United narrow bodies to use on routes like this. So it's useful to have the 757 here just to like fill in for those routes. So the 787 will come later in the video, but after we clear a few 757 routes. Here, 2 gates down, we have another United 757-200. He's going to be heading out to Bozeman, Montana today. And right here we have another United Boeing 757-200. He's going to be heading out to Newark, New Jersey today. And right here we have another United aircraft. It's a Boeing 757-200. He's going to be heading out to Denver, Colorado. And right here, just pulling into the gate, we have a United Boeing 757-200. He's just arriving in from Denver, and later on he'll be heading out to Houston Intercontinental. Right here heading to Seattle, Washington, we have a United 757-200 again. Right next to that we have another United aircraft. It's a Boeing 757-200. He's going to be heading out to Washington Dulles. Here we have another United 757-200 heading to Los Angeles, California. Right here heading to Spokane, Washington, we got another United 757-200. And right here next to that heading to Chicago O'Hare, we got another United Boeing 757-200. And then moving on to the United widebody domestic routes. We have a new aircraft, the United Boeing 787-9. He's going to be heading out to Washington Dulles. Right here, arriving in from Maui, we have a United Boeing 787-9, and it's going to make a turnaround flight back to Hawaii. But this time not Maui, it's going to go to Honolulu. Right here, heading to Newark, New Jersey, we have a United Boeing 787-9. Right here, lastly for the domestic wide bodies, we've got a United Boeing 787-9 heading to Houston IAH Airport in Texas. So yeah, just saying I just put the 757 next to the United 787 right now. As you can see, it's right there. But yeah, this one's going to be heading out to Houston. And right next to that is the 757-200 for United. About to head out to... what's a place we haven't covered yet in this video? Salt Lake City, Utah. Right here, heading to Dallas-Fort Worth in Texas, we have an amazing United Boeing 757-200 again. And yeah, so yeah, this guy's gonna be heading out to Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. And right next to that, heading to Atlanta, Georgia, we have another United 757-200. And right here, heading out to Texas as well, but this time San Antonio, we have a United 757-200. Right here, about to head out to Minneapolis, we have another United 757-200. And right here we have a United 757-200 about to head out to Miami, Florida. And right here, heading to Albuquerque, New Mexico, we have a United Boeing 757-200. Right here, heading to Las Vegas, Nevada, we have a United Boeing 757-200. And here we have another United 757-200. He's going to be heading out to Phoenix, Arizona. Here, heading out to, we'll say Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We have a United 757-200. Here, lastly, for Terminal 3, heading to Tampa, Florida, we have a United Boeing 757-200. That does conclude Terminal 3. Now we'll start the International Terminal G gates, and then we'll do the A gates. So yeah. Starting off with the International Terminal, at the G gates, we have a United Boeing 787-9 about to head out to Singapore. And right here, heading to London Heathrow, we got a United Boeing 787-9 again. And right here, heading out to Frankfurt, Germany, we've got a United Boeing 787-9 again. Here, pushing out of its gate, we've got a beautiful United Boeing 787-9 about to head out to Sydney, Australia. And here we have a United Boeing 787-9 about to head out to Brisbane, Australia. And right here, making its way out to Paris, Charles de Gaulle, we've got a United Boeing 787-9. Right here, heading to Tokyo Haneda Airport, we've got a United Boeing 787-9. Right here, heading to Munich, Germany, we've got a United Boeing 787-9. Right here, continuing with United, we've got a Boeing 757-200. He's going to be heading out to Cancun. And then right on the bottom of the screen, a United Boeing 757-200 about to head out to Toronto Pearson. Right next to that, we've got an All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-8 about to head out to Tokyo Narita, Japan. And then here we've got a Swiss International Airbus A340-300 about to head out to Zurich, Switzerland. And we've got an empty gate. And then after that, ending the Star Alliance carriers of the International Terminal, we've got a Lufthansa Airbus A350-900 also heading to Munich today. Starting off at the A gates of the International Terminal, we have a WestJet Airlines Boeing 737-800 heading to Calgary, Canada. And right next to that, we have our Avianca Colombia Boeing 787-8 about to head out to Bogota, Colombia. And right here next to that, we have an Iberia Airbus A350-900 heading to Madrid, Spain. And after that, we have a China Southern Airlines Boeing 787-8 heading out to Guangzhou, China. And right here we have a Zip Air Tokyo Boeing 787-8 heading to Tokyo Narita. And right after that we have an Alaska Boeing 737-800 making an international flight to San Jose del Cabo. And then here we have a Frontier Airbus A321-200 about to head out to Denver, Colorado. That's a domestic flight. That's one out of 2 domestic flights at this terminal right now. Right after that, we have an Emirates Airbus A380-800 heading out to Dubai in the UAE. Right next to that, we have a British Airways Boeing 787-8 about to head out to London Heathrow. And right next to that, we have a Aeromexico, Boeing 787-8, heading out to Mexico City today. And right next to that, we have our second domestic flight of the international terminal. It's the Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200, heading to Honolulu. And then right here, wrapping up the A gates of the international terminal, we have a Japan Airlines Boeing 787-8 heading out to Tokyo Narita. Now that does conclude the passenger terminal section of the airport, and then we have the taxiing aircraft and etc. So yeah, the update is not done yet. We still have a bit more to go, but yeah, that does conclude the A gates of this terminal. Alright, so moving on to the planes that are taxiing to the runway or to the gate. Here we've got a United 787-9. He's just arriving in from Munich, Germany. And here taxiing out to one of the 4 runways, we've got a Southwest Boeing 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Denver, Colorado. Here we've got another Boeing 787-9 for United. This one is taxiing out, and it's going to be heading out to Newark, New Jersey. And right in front of that, heading out to, we'll say Houston, Intercontinental. We've got a United Boeing 757-200. And right here we've got a Hawaiian Airlines Airbus A330-200 heading to Honolulu. And right in front of that, right there, we've got an Alaska Boeing 737-800 about to head out to Seattle, Washington. Currently we've only got 2 cargo stands, so yeah, let's go over them. Right here we've got a FedEx Boeing 777-200LR. He's going to be heading out to Memphis, Tennessee. And lastly, to wrap up the video, we've got a UPS Boeing 747-400 freighter. He's going to be heading out to Los Angeles, California. So yeah, that will wrap up today's long video. I hope you enjoyed this update, and I hope to do more updates on larger airports like San Francisco. Other than that, see you next time.